Joining me now is Theresa Payton. She's a former White House Chief Information Officer and currently the CEO of cyber firm Fortalice Solutions. Theresa, help break it down for us. If you're in the White House right now, how are you assessing the various AI models and the threat to cybersecurity, both within the United States as well as externally?
Yeah, so it's a great question that you ask, Leslie. So a couple of things, because just kind of unpacking, I heard Eamon say, there's consternation about whether or not what was reported by Anthropic is really in reality what's going to prove to be true. And so let's just put that aside for a minute and just say frontier AI, which is what we're talking about here. It is the smartest AI on the planet right now. And if everything proves to be true from what Anthropic has self-reported, that means that Mythos is now the best vulnerability hunter in the world, at least as far as we know. It's finding serious bugs. These are bugs that have gone undetected, according to the reports, almost 2 decades. So if you're sitting in the White House right now thinking about this, you think to yourself, this is an incredible leap forward for companies to secure the systems. However, this is something that in the wrong hands becomes a weapon that companies and our departments and agencies are going to have a hard time defending against.
So is step one, it sounds like, I mean, there's probably so much more that we have yet to learn about this at this point in time, but from a regulatory standpoint, is it better to tackle the regulatory risk and the cybersecurity risk through the maker itself, through Anthropic, or to firms it deems to be more vulnerable, obviously the banking sector and other places? I mean, what do you see as kind of the priority once the government knows that these types of risks could exist and need to be protected?
Yeah, I love your question. And I have to say, unfortunately, I think it's an all of the above. And so, if we're looking at a multiple choice and saying, well, we need to actually force rank if all of these are true, it's kind of force rank, they're all a number one priority. Because again, with this frontier AI model, if it proves to be true, it means that maybe in quiet and in secret that others have built similar models and we just don't know about them. But if it can autonomously scan vast amounts of code and then chain together previously unknown security vulnerabilities in critical systems, that is obviously something that all of today's security products have not found. And that means that things are kind of wide open. So what this means is that businesses have to be looking at their security plans and saying, prior to this, is there anything on our plan that needs to be accelerated? The answer is probably yes. Secondly, are there things that are sort of on our future roadmap that we haven't gotten to yet? And can we accelerate those? Hopefully they can get to a yes there. And then on the other side of it, all of the AI companies do need to be held accountable for how can they put in the governance and guardrails to make sure that we have safety, privacy, security, resiliency, obviously ethics too. But as it relates to businesses, being able to be resilient and recoverable and being able to sort of self-heal once you detect that there might be an intrusion underway.
Are they in the position to detect and secure their various apparatuses? And I ask this because, of course, the model and Anthropic says it found vulnerabilities going back decades, essentially. And so are they in the position to even kind of see where those holes might exist and fix them before such a model is released into the wild, either by Anthropic or someone else?
Yeah, this is a tough one. The question is, too, if they can find the vulnerability, do they have the right model set up within Anthropic? And this is also for the other AI companies as well, to fix at machine speed what they're finding. Because the problem is if they do the scan, they find the vulnerability, how do they get to the team that's responsible for actually changing the configurations and making the changes? Can they do that at machine speed, or do they have to notify somebody? And is that done at human speed or machine speed? So these are all really unanswered questions. We have more questions than we have answers right now about what this means. And that must be the reason why Anthropic said, we cannot make this commercially available yet. We have to get a consortium together. We have to discuss this. We have to figure out what happens next.